morning. Happy Tuesday. Let's get started. We're going to do our standing sequence. So coming to the top of your mat, take a nice deep inhale, raising your arms, and then exhale, hands to your heart. Start to find your breath. Start to deepen your inhales, deepen your exhales, pressing your thumbs into the center of your chest, lifting your heart, smiling wide through your collarbone. Soften your face, soften your jaw, soften the back of your throat. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose. Lengthening your breath, finding your ujjayi breathing, the soft ocean wave sound through the back of your throat, constricting slightly through your vocal cords to allow for that ocean wave sound. Releasing your hands by your sides into mountain pose. Take a nice deep inhale as you raise your shoulders up towards your ears. And then as you exhale, let's go open your mouth. Again, inhale, bring your shoulders up. As you exhale, go one more time. Inhale. And then exhale. And then again, raising your arms up. As you exhale, hands to your heart, step back into warrior one. So into a high lunge. Your back heel is lifted, pressing against an imaginary wall. Should feel your hip flexor stretch on your left side. Right knee is about 90 degrees. Inhale, take a nice big stretch with your arms. And then exhale, bring your arms back behind, interlace your fingers, open your chest. Take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, release your arms, bring your arms up and lower down just enough to where you feel like you're hovering the floor into a lunge. Exhale, show me your biceps as you lift. Inhale, rising, lower down. Exhale, squeeze. Squeezing your biceps, squeezing your glutes. Again, inhale, lower down as you raise your arms. Exhale, show me your biceps. We're going to use a little bit of balance here as you inhale, bring your arms up. And then exhale, hands to your heart, knee up to your chest. Again, inhale, lunge back. Exhale, hands to your heart, knee up to your chest. One more time. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, knee to your chest. And then release your legs, switching sides. So as you inhale, step back, right leg this time, right heel pressing against an imaginary wall, front knee is 90 degrees, and there's a little bit of space to split apart between both legs. Inhale, and then exhale, lower down. Squeeze your shoulders back, lift your chest. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale to rise. Exhale, covering the floor. This time, inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to your heart, stepping back. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Staying in that high lunge. And then lower yourself down all the way down to your knees. Flatten your back foot. I'm going to shift my back knee a little bit more so that I feel a nice hip flexor stretch. You can either stay here, hands on the hips, feels really good, or go ahead into a side bend. I'm going to reach up and over, feeling a nice stretch through my side. My left hand is just resting on my thigh. Feel free to stay here or go a little bit deeper. Left hand's going to go onto the floor, into a deeper side stretch. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, release. Taking my right floor, reaching up. Your chest. Exhale, reach back, quad stretch. Press my foot back into my hand to open the chest. Pause for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Coming into Skandasana. So low side lunge. Stretching the side, inner thigh. Other foot is lifted up towards the ceiling. You can stay here, keeping your thumbs to your chest, keep your chest lifted, or go ahead to the bind. Reaching my arm behind, interlacing the fingers, looking up towards the ceiling. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, go ahead and release your hands. Walk your hands to the other side. Low lunge on this side. So I'm going to again sink my hips a little bit lower. Feel free to stay here, resting your hands, arm on your thigh, hand on your hip. Should feel nice hip flexor stretch. Option, reach up and over. Nice side bend. Hand can come to the floor to deepen a little bit more. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, take your hand to the inside of your right foot. Left hand is going to reach up to the ceiling for a twist. Feel free to stay here or go for that quad stretch, holding the outside of my foot, pressing my foot back to lift the chest. One inhale, exhale for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Taking your hands to the floor, skandasana, low side lunge on this side. Again, my thumbs are pressing into my chest to lift up. Toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. So I feel a nice stretch inner thigh. Option, wrap your arm around, binding your fingers, looking up towards the ceiling. For 3, 2, and 1. Releasing, taking your hands back to center, and lifting yourself up. So I'm pointing my toes in. Heels are wide, like I'm pitching toes. Take a nice deep inhale, arms up, and then exhale, swan dive. So hands to T as you fall forward. You can have your hands on the outsides of your legs as you fall forward. And I'm leaning forward towards the toes. My heels feel like they're popping up slightly. I'm making sure you're evenly distributed on your hips. Sometimes we lean on one side and the other, so try to find the center line. Take a nice deep inhale, come up halfway, and then exhale, take both hands to one side. So I'm going to take both to my right as I bow to my thigh. Deepen this stretch. You can take the opposite hand to my left hand on the right. My right arm's going to thread through, so through the hole. And then open your chest. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, come back around, switching sides. So both hands on my left. Take a nice deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale, taking a bow. So I'm pulling my leg towards my chest. My leg is pulling in towards my chest. And again, if you want to deepen, my opposite arm to my leg is going to hold the outside. My other arm is going to thread under to the hole. I'm going to look through the hole and breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back and unwind. Come back to center. Come up halfway. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale to rise up. So I'm going to come into warrior 2. So I'm going to open up my right toes, open the knee 90 degrees. I'm going to widen my stance a little bit more to get into a deeper lunge, arms parallel. As I inhale, I'm growing tall to the crown of my head. As I exhale, I'm sinking with the head. Take a nice deep inhale to grow tall. Exhale to sink. And you want to imagine like you're pulling your legs in towards you, but there's resistance. So like you're maybe floating on water on 2 pieces of wood, and the wood's drifting apart. You're using your inner thighs to pull those pieces of wood to a lunge position. Take one more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, lean forward, reach up towards the ceiling, exalted warrior. So my back arm can rest here or can wrap around to the front of my thigh. One more deep inhale, exhale to sink. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. We're going to come into side angle pose. So my right hand's going to go on the inside. Left arm's going to reach up and over. And I like this version because my shoulder can press against my knee as my knee presses against my shoulder so that I feel that inner thigh resistance. Feel free to stay here, or option is to bind. So you're going to take your shoulder to the inside, drop it down as far as you can. Right arm reaches up, left arm reaches down. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release. Come into triangle pose. My right hand's going to come to the floor, left arm up towards the ceiling. If this feels like you're reaching too far and it's straining in your legs, you can come up a little higher. Hovering, my right palm is pressing against my inner thigh or my calf, and my left arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. You're going to slide your left hip back. Do a nice inner thigh stretch here, hamstring stretch for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Rebend your legs, switching sides. Warrior 2. My left knee is bent 90 degrees. My right toes are facing away from me, shoulders above the hips to parallel. As you inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, sink. Squeezing the inner thighs together. For 3, 2, and 1. Side, oh sorry, we did exalted. Exalted first. So exalted, reaching your arm up, doing a nice stretch to your side. My right arm's going to reach around to my top thigh, or it can rest on the back leg. Breathing 3 deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead into side angle pose now. So option, you can rest your arm. Second option, shoulder is hugging or pressing against the inner knee as my knee presses against my shoulder, looking up to the inside of my elbow. Option 3, going for the bind. So my left shoulder is going to drop down as much as possible, reaching under and up. Left arm reaches down, open your chest. Breathe here. For 3, 2, and 1. So go ahead and take your left hand to the floor, triangle pose, extending both legs. Think about triangles or straight edges. So you want to have both legs straight like a triangle. Open your chest, look up to the ceiling. Option, if you feel like you're reaching too far, take your hand to the inside of your leg, looking up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you inhale, slowly rise. Coming up again, this time for goddess pose. So toes are pointing out, heels are drawn in closer towards you. As you inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, show me your biceps and sink. So knees are pointing in the same direction as the toes. And we're going to slowly rise. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, lower down, show me your biceps for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, lower down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming up. Now you can tippy toe your feet close together, coming to hip width apart. We're going to go down for a nice hamstring stretch. So 2 fingers wrapped around your big toe. I'm just going to go for a side profile here. So what you want to think about is your toes are pulling up, and as you tuck your chin in, you should feel a nice deep stretch to the back body. The fascia of the body is being pulled and stretched as you tuck your chin in, and you're pulling your toes up with your 2-piece fingers, and you're leaning forward towards the toes so you feel that deep hamstring stretch. So to begin, hands on the hips, listen to the chest. As you exhale, we're folding forward from the hips. My hips are pushing back. My chest is leaning forward, leading with the heart. Already I feel a nice hamstring stretch, so this might be enough. Just stay here. At some point, maybe you need to lean forward more. My hips are now tilting forward, perpendicular to my heels. And I'm feeling the whites of I see the yellow of my toes as I'm pushing in towards my toes. I'm going to pick my 2-piece fingers around those toes, holding them up so that I can lean forward, and bending the elbows out to the sides, tucking your chin to feel that nice, deep hamstring stretch. And we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So feel free to stay there, or maybe you want to come back up here. Third option is hands underneath, so the toes are kissing your wrist. Same idea, as you inhale, you're looking forward, leading forward through the chest. I'm pushing through my toes and my feet, and I feel like my heels are lifting off the ground, bending the elbows, tucking your chin to complete the stretch. Complete that fascia stretch. So again, breathing and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So gently, slowly releasing, coming up halfway, hands to your hips. Inhale to come up all the way. Hands to your heart. Again, finding your breath. Take a long, deep inhale through your nose. Long, deep exhale through your nose. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste.